Are you going places or left behind without a travel companion? Listen to how you can travel more independently. Dr. Mary Travelbest will bring you the best tips and her travel mistakes so you can benefit.
Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest Independent Travel Guide. This is a special episode on climate change and independent travel. We share travel tips and guide you one at a time, sharing our missteps along the way. I wrote and published the best-selling book, CD, and website, The World's First Guide to Independent Travel. And since 1993, I've been running a marketing business, raising 4 children with my husband, and been a university professor while traveling. These travel experiences are necessary tools, so I want to share them so you make your trip the very best, like travel best. In this episode, the FAQ is, you asked, how can I become a more sustainable independent traveler? The special episode is about climate change and independent travel, and the lesson learned is don't drive like a gas hog. The tip is on starting with small steps and habits that are sustainable. So, question, how can I make sustainable travel my go-to on every trip I take? And the answer? You can consider how you travel and cut down on the impact you make on the planet. Using public transportation will cut down your carbon footprint. What else can you do? Listen to the rest of this episode for more helpful hints on being more sustainable on every trip. The planet thanks you for asking. So let's talk about climate change and travel today. My carbon footprint, how do I measure it? I'll teach you. This will be about how to reduce it, carbon offsets, and thinking green as a traveler from morning to late night. The show notes have a little link that gives you all about sustainable travel. So my carbon offset is my backyard garden. I've been growing vegetables on a regular basis since 2008, and as of now, my backyard grass has been converted to a year-round vegetable farm. I'm growing something tasty to share with those who would like it. Do you have a carbon offset? Let me know about it. For sustainable travel, you've got to be a responsible traveler, and it takes a little bit of practice, but it's worth the effort. Independent travelers have a good opportunity to do this because you're already seeking liberation from group travel and mass appeal activities. You've got the freedom to experience authenticity and create your own more sustainable experience. For airline travelers, consider driving instead of flying to reduce your carbon footprint, especially on shorter trips. Nonstop flights produce fewer emissions, and go economy class to cut your footprint further. For automobile travel, try to take more public transportation, carpool, rideshare, or walk whenever possible. Fewer cars mean less traffic and fewer idling engines. Avoid unnecessary braking and acceleration, and consistent, calm driving can save you, the driver, and your carbon usage. What you can do is use your vehicle's cruise control on longer trips and combine errands for fewer overall trips. Keep your tires properly inflated and maintain your vehicle service, such as oil changes. Consider buying a hybrid like I did, or electric vehicle. And climate literacy is important. So let's start now. I took the carbon footprint test, and you can too. Now for today's lesson learned. My gas hog. My mistake was being unsustainable. I owned a gas guzzler. My first car was a 1965 Chevy station wagon. It was a huge gas user, not even 10 miles a gallon. In fact, the gas tank was held on with a chain. You could see that from the outside of the car. Once the tank was full, the chain broke. I watched as the entire tank was drained. I was lucky that my car had not exploded, and here I watched a tank of gas be drained. That was not sustainable at all. Now for today's travel advice, be sustainable in your thoughts, in your actions, and in your meaning. Start small. Little things make a difference, and they add up on your travels. I want to bring meaning to your travel. So thank you for sharing this edition of the World's First Guide to Independent Travel with Dr. Mary Travelbest. with your girlfriends. If you want to know more, just search for me. You'll find me all over the web, social media, and audio formats. Helping women travel best is my goal. So please send me your travel questions so I can help you and help others too. I'm looking for you to travel best, so go ahead. Let me know what's on your bucket list.
What's on your travel bucket list? Tell the doctor and her team of women who travel the world seeking the very best. Dr. Travel Best, that is.